Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name's Sasha. I do a lot of indie palette reviews, some unboxing. So if you guys are into that kind of content, then make sure to subscribe to my channel because I'd love to have you guys here. And I know. It's been a while since I recorded. I always go MIA, guys. That's why I always leave your bell notification on because I don't have a schedule set. I just record whenever I can. And you guys, I took a little break to enjoy, the palettes I haven't used, to do eye look tutorials over on my Instagram. So be sure to follow me over there too, Sashi.beauty. But I also wanted to do this video too because I've been wanting to do this for months, but every time, with my schedule, by the time I reach towards the end of the month, I get like kind of behind in a way, and I never end up doing this kind of video. Like, this is my first time doing this video too, so I always wanted to do this, my palette ranking video. So this is gonna be a kind of like a warm-up for me because next month I'm gonna try to attempt to rank all the palettes, or most of the palettes, especially indie palettes. I do have a few high-end palettes from this year, so like I'm thinking I'm gonna rank those all together for next month, so my annual thing. So this is like a warm-up for me, so to do a monthly ranking. But I'm really excited to do this video because oh my gosh, it's something new. So I hope you guys enjoy. So I have 10 palettes to rank that I used from last month. Yeah, it's not that many, but to me it's a lot. I'll start with this one. So this one I received in Boxycharm Premium. And this is the Dominique the Moment palette, and the pans are so huge. So it looks like this. It's like a neutral color story, but with some browns and a little bit blues and a little bit golds too. So I think for me, the shimmers on this one, they're a little bit on the satin side, so it's not like my favorite kind of shimmers. And then these are pretty, but they're okay. The only prettiest shimmer that I really love is the shade Mesmerize. So there's like a dual chrome, so that's the reason why. And the mattes, they're a good range of mattes and they're okay to work with. It's not my favorite matte formula though, so it's kind of more like in a hard pressed formula. So that's why I'm gonna rate it as a 10th place. For 9th place, I'm gonna rate this. So this, I'm not sure it's gonna be very fair because I was only able to do one look. Just like with the Dominique the Moment palette, I only did one look, but I already knew like where it placed from last month, so I didn't need to do another look for this. But this one I haven't had a chance to do another look. Maybe would place differently, maybe, but for now I'm gonna place this as 9th place. So this is from Dominique Cosmetics and it's the Santa Village palette. So I kept the box on just to show you guys the packaging. Like, this is like probably yeah, I think this might be my favorite packaging from all the palettes. So this is my favorite packaging because this is like a stencil cut out, and I just love the, I think it's called Aurora Borealis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's the Northern Lights. So it's based on the location Lapland, Finland. And then when you open it, it looks like this. You see a little Santa or a little village, and you see this. Oh, such beautiful packaging. I really love the packaging. So the reason why I'm placing this in 9th place, well, I only done one look. So these past few days I've been focusing some palettes, that's why. But I was gonna work on this one next. I was gonna do an additional look, I'm hoping, because it's like December, you guys, so I want to do a lot of winter December looks. But this, the formula to the mattes, they're really good. Like, I love Nomad matte formulas very much. They're very soft, easy to blend. As for the shimmer, they're more like iridescent like shimmers, so you really need like glitter glue because they're very like, they're glowy. They're like toppers. That's what they describe them as. They're shimmer toppers. That's the reason why. But you need glitter glue, so NYX glitter glue, it will make a big difference. So I'm gonna do little swatches real quick just to show you guys. So you really have to dig your finger for it. The shimmers, the shimmers. So I think they're really pretty. Actually, the formula, I don't have anything like this in my collection, but it's just that I haven't done an additional look. That's the reason why. But yeah, you really need glitter glue in order to use these shimmers. The most pigmented shade is this green shade. It has like a green blue shift. Like, there's shifts to them. They're very pretty. It reminds me of this Aurora thing. So it catches the vibe of it. I do plan on using this maybe like at least one more time or 2 times for this month. And for my annual rating, you guys will see if it rates better next time. But now for number 8, you guys. is this one. So this is from the Unearthly Cosmetics, and you can't get this right now anymore. Right now, currently, their website is shut down because they want to catch up on orders because they're indie brands. So most of these, the rest of the brands I'm going to mention, they're indie brands. But this one, they shut down their website to catch up on orders, and there is a problem with this palette. I wanted to do a review on it, but I kind of got these late. I got this on Halloween. So I got this one and another palette. So I got on Halloween, but I didn't use them until like 2 weeks later. I'm not rating this low just because of the one shade that I had a problem with, but it's just for the color story. Like, I love grungy colors, but it's because I'm more into these shades right here. I love these shades more, and I feel like I do like pinks, but this is like it's not my favorite kind of pink, and I don't use red often, so it's like I did do a look using these colors on my Instagram, but and the purple, I do like the purple, but the problematic shade was the shade Glamour. So when I first got it, it was very, very hard as rock, and like I couldn't swatch it at all. Like, it was so dry, and even when I picked it with the like a spatula thing, I was trying to scrape it, it was super, super hard. And I did email them to see if they could send me a single. So like, I don't want a refund. I just wanted the single, if they could send it, because I know they sell singles, that's why. And when they emailed me back, well, I didn't realize until maybe a few weeks later, like maybe 2 weeks later, they said that I could just fill out a form, like a damage form. So they were saying that they're working on doing the singles, like they're working on making the singles for the problematic shade. Because yeah, so this is placing 10, 9, number 8, because the reason why, because I feel like I'm not going to use all of it, like these shades often. Well, maybe the purple one, but these two. And then I mean, I wish the shade, oh yeah, I forgot to mention this shade, I actually customized it. I completely forgot to mention to you guys, I customized it, like as in I picked out some other shades from my other palettes. I used like 5 or 6 palettes, and I was trying to customize the shade, and whatever I made, it took me like maybe 2 hours and 5 tries, but it came out pretty nice. So this is a shade I customized, but the only thing, after it completely dried, it is still dry, but not as worse as it was, because before I couldn't even swatch it at all. So there's my own customized shade. So I used like 5 or 6 palettes from brands I love, and the main shade I used was from the Shaw Cosmetics Batty Bean palette, with the Halloween palette from the shade Black Flame. I mostly used that shade to customize it, and I used a bunch of different shades, so it's really pretty. But I would like to see the comparison between the actual shade, like what it could have been, because maybe I would love the palette more, so I'm not sure. But I'm thinking as a whole color story as a whole, so I'm just more into these colors, and it's not very often I'm gonna be using this palette. Like, I like it, but it's just kind of like it's a mood palette. It's like I have to be in a mood to wear this. So now for number 7, it's gonna be the Simply Posh Cosmetic Genuine Gems palette. So the reason why I'm rating this to 7, like, I love the color story. I haven't had a chance to do additional looks. So I believe I did 4 eye looks with this, or yeah, I think I did 4 eye looks, like actual eye looks. I just haven't had a chance to test it out again. But what I do love about this palette is the duochromes. The duochromes are absolutely beautiful. They're very sparkly, very they are like shifty, like you can see the dualness to it. So I can show you guys real quick, but they're so pretty. But I think the matte formula, I don't think the matte formula is like my favorite. Like, for me, it's thin. You could build it up, but I just have to test it out again like a few more times to get my feel for the mattes. Maybe I have to get used to the formula. But here are some of the swatches, so you can see the shift to them. They're really sparkly. So I love the duochromes to these. And I did pick up their other palette, the Fairy Tales Fairies palettes, I believe. I got it during the Black Friday sale, so I haven't had a chance to use it, but I will, you guys. I will eventually this month, hopefully. But like, I love this color story so much. I think it's probably because I'm thinking because the color combinations I was doing, because I love, you know, getting carried away with color sometimes. I have to test this out a little bit more, probably 2 more times. But so far, from first impression, the matte formula is probably not my favorite formula, but the shimmers, absolutely beautiful. Right, so now for number 6, you guys, it's gonna be the Bellabeautébar Cola palette with Brittany Huffman. So look at the packaging. I love the packaging of this. It's very artistic. I love it. Woo! I really love this palette. Like, it's such a fun color story. Like, look at this, and the quality is really great with this one too. I think this one retails for around $59. I believe I did only 2 looks with this so far. So I mostly played with I played a little bit with these colors. And a little bit of that, and a little, I guess I haven't used the purple yet, but the formula to the matte, they're very thin, but they're so easy to blend. Like, it just makes blending so easy. And they're special shades. I know it's a mix of dual chromes and multi-chromes. I think Floral is a multi-chrome, so that's my favorite multi-chrome, or it could be a dual chrome. I'm not sure, you guys, but the shimmers these are very beautiful. So Moon Charles, the duochrome for sure. Then Vibrations. So here's the shimmers to this. And yeah, I'll just do the swatches right here. They're very beautiful. Oh my gosh. So there's some swatches. Oh, they're really pretty. And speaking of Brittany Huffman, she got another collab palette with another brand that I just recently tried. It's with Ensign Rain Cosmetics, I believe. I think that's their full name. They're kind of expensive too, but I'm gonna mention something because I'm gonna mention something in a bit. But I really want that other palette from that brand. So I'm thinking I will pick it up, even though they're more expensive, but the quality is great. So I'm gonna mention it another palette soon. But oh, I'm so happy for her. But this color story is very beautiful. I love the quality. It's great. So I recommend trying out this brand. Like, I really love their quality. So now for number 5, you guys, it's Unearthly Cosmetics, the So Strange palette. You guys, they really killed the packaging. So I forgot to mention, you guys can't, well, actually, they don't have this available. I forgot to mention, they don't have these palettes available anymore, but they're thinking of bringing them back. I'm not sure if they're gonna bring them back, but they mentioned that they're gonna put in different packaging, so I'm not sure if they will, but I completely forgot to mention that, you guys. This color story, I know it's wild, but look at this. Oh, I love it, you guys. The bright colors, the bright neons, and the multi-chrome, they are freaking insane. So I love neons, so it's not often I don't think I have that many neons in my collection, but these are truly like nice neon colors. I think the only 2 that I had to build up was the shade Sandstorm, and I believe it's So Strange, or it could be that one. So it was 2 of the purple that they weren't really pigmented. But yeah, the formula to the mattes, I like the formula to the mattes to this one. The other one was fine too, but I feel like these were like easier to work with. And the multi-chromes, so I know this one, I'm not sure, I need to do more looks, but I just love this one more than the other one. So I gotta show you guys the multi-chromes. This one's more flaky. Like, I know it doesn't look that pretty, but it blends so beautifully. It's Unusual, that's another multi-chrome I love, so I'm barely like touching it. And then these are like dual chromes, so right here. I didn't get that much, but look at that, that's a flaky one. Very pretty. Oh, I'm in love. Yeah, they're so, so special. I really love how bright they are. Yeah, I really love this palette. How often would I use it? I mean, it's gonna be definitely like one of those moment kind of palettes, but this one's like such a fun color story. I feel kind of inspired by it. Probably pull out some other palettes to use along with this one, because I really love the bright multi-chrome and then dual chromes. The neon shades too. The neon shades are really good. Okay, so now for number 4, you guys. So I mentioned something earlier, hopefully you guys hear, but I noticed something about the packaging because the boxes were bigger on both of them, and in the quality they felt similar to me. And then I just realized when I put them next to each other, the packaging looks practically the same as the other brand. So I feel like the same company makes their palettes, so that's why the quality feels very similar. So number 4 is gonna be Ensley. Oh, I got the name wrong. So it's Ensley Rain Cosmetics. I think I said it wrong, huh? Probably did. But this is the Harvest Moon palette, and I've only used this once, but I already knew I love this palette. It's very expensive. It's $85. But you guys, the quality in this, it's really good. I just wish it was like $20 cheaper. But that's just me though. But this really reminds me of the quality. So they might, maybe the same company might make probably, I'm thinking the same company makes these palettes, because the packaging are the same, and even the ingredients in the back, they look pretty damn similar. So this is the Bellabeautébar Brittany Huffman, and this is the Unearthly Rain Cosmetics, and you guys could see the wording. They look very exactly the same, and then the ingredients, see, they look pretty the same. And yeah, so when I use these mattes, they felt very similar with using as a Bellabeautébar formula. Like the mattes are very thin and very easy to blend, like nice quality, like luxe quality. And this one has more multi-chromes, more special shade. So it has two glitters. One's a glitter and one's a multi-chrome glitter. And then I believe it has 4 multi-chromes, and then the rest are dual chromes. So 4 multi-chromes and I think 4 dual chromes. So this one, I love the vibe of this. It's very, I know it's expensive, but if you love the color story and if you're into the special shades, this is a great quality. The format to the dual chromes and multi-chromes, these feel a little bit more smoother compared to what I've tried on the Bellabeautébar. I don't mean to compare brands, but I'm just saying, like, if you have the any Bellabeautébar, then that's gonna be practically, they may share similar quality of this brand right here. This brand's a little bit more expensive, but I really want to pick up their new one coming up on December, I think 16, with the Brittany Huffman, another collab palette with her, but her palette, oh, so beautiful. Like, I need it, guys, I need it. I also wanted their other new one too, the Cosmic Dreamer. I want to pick that one up too. So now that's the thing, guys, this brand is expensive and I fall in love. Might be a little bit surprised because you guys might think that this is going to be a #1, but it's going to be #3. And the reason why, well, I love this palette so much. So you guys will know why whatever I rate for the first 2, but I love this palette a lot. Like, the formula to this is very textury, very textury. So if you have sensitive eyes, I would not recommend this to if you have sensitive eyes, or if you don't like the feeling of texture, like as in, like, this is a glitter free palette. There's no glitter to it, but it's very sparkly, very shifty, and a little bit on the thick side. So you're gonna have like special sparkling effects, very metallic foily kind of shimmers. And then these are a lot smoother. Like, these 3 are smoother. These 2 are really smooth. They're multi-chromes, I believe, and then this one's like in between. But all of these, they're very textured. And the mattes formula, they're not so pigmented. They're not so pigmented, but it's very easy to build them up and to blend out too. So as Brittany has this palette as a whole, I mean, I think I would prefer, because I could always use different mattes from different palettes, but it would have been really cool if these were also shimmers. So an all shimmer palette, like if this was like a dark purple and that was like the light purple shimmer. Yeah, I understand the mattes though, because these mattes, they complement all these shades right here, so I don't mind that. So I'm just saying though, I really love this palette. It's very beautiful, very unique palette. It's like the most shimmer palette I have in my collection, like the most. Now my top 2 favorite palettes from last month. These palettes are limited editions. You guys can't get them anymore, but I want to mention them because I wasn't able to do a review on them. I was going to, but something happened, and then I just wasn't in the mood to record anymore. But I really wanted to, but that's why I did my eye look tutorials over my Instagram, and I'm gonna do more looks because I'm freaking in love, you guys. I'm so in love with the formula. The color stories are so magical. It tears me up, you guys. But yeah, so I'm really sorry you guys can't get these anymore. So I got these during the pre-order after they first sold out, because I couldn't get them during launch day, because I got 2 other palettes. I got the Bellabeautébar Brittany Huffman palette because with their Strange and Unusual palette, it sold out within 8 minutes. So I was thinking maybe that would sell out fast too, so that's why I got that palette. And then I got the Simply Posh Cosmetics Genuine Gems palette. I got that because I wasn't familiar if that brand sells out fast too. So I got those 2 instead of these 2. So I had to wait a few days to be able to pre-order them. But I'm happy that I was able to, because they're my favorite, guys. They're my favorite. So #2, it's gonna be this one so far. It might change next month when I do my annual rating. My annual worst to best rating. It's gonna be a long one, but this is #2 because, I mean, they're both special. This is the Christmas palette, and this is the Christmas Eve palette. So if you guys want to compare real quick, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I first tried ODEN'S Cosmetics earlier this year in the mystery box because I always wanted to try them, so I thought that was a great way to try them out. And you know, I heard great things, mostly from Morgan Turner, because I used to watch her a lot. Like currently I'm not watching her as much as I want to, like, because I just been busy with my own stuff. But I love her so much, so I was inspired. I was, what you call it, inspired from her to try out this brand like this year. Like it was one of my goals, and to me, I feel like this brand's such a dream. That's how I feel. And because this is one of my top favorite brands, and their matte formulas are very, very soft, very easy to work with. So if you make a mistake, it's actually pretty easy just to add another color on top. So I always make mistakes in my eye looks and I always fix it. But so number 2, it's gonna be this one. Like both the color story, they nailed it with the color story, they nailed it with the packaging. Like they freaking nailed it. And the reason why I'm rating this second and I mean there's no reason why, it's a great color story, but I just prefer the other one because it's really like different. But I love the vibrancy of this one, and I especially love these 2 shades. Those are my favorite shades, and you guys will see. Oh, let me swatch some of the shimmers. Yeah, but the mattes are very soft, very easy to work with. Those are some of the shimmers. And I think, I'm not sure if they have multi-chromes in this one, but like, I mean, there are like dual chromes or multi-chromes, or some are shimmers, but I'm really running out of room. But let me see, I'm gonna swatch it right here. So not the best place to swatch it, but I swear the quality is really, really good. Oh, you guys can't really see how special they are. Number 1, I just love this one because it's not like I have a lot of cool tone palettes, and I love blue, you guys. I love blues a lot. Like, yes, I do love, like, I love teals. Like this one has like more of a teal right here. You could do like a teal green look, and I love teals and greens. And I do love playing orange and teals too. But I just love this one more because it has a little bit purple, silvers, and blues. That's the reason why. So I don't have a lot of cool tone palettes, so I get to do like cool tone looks with these shades right here, or with the purple. And if you guys got both, you guys could probably tell they're actually pretty similar to each other. It's just that this one's more muted in a way, more muted and cool, and this one's more brighter. So when I did swatch comparison, they look very similar to each other. So if you only have one, I mean, it's really nice to have both, but if you only have one, you're not missing like so much for not having the other, because they just look similar. It's just like the different like tones. You guys could probably tell based on my eye look. I use this palette today, so yeah, I'm gonna have an eye look tutorial on my Instagram for this look, and it's like one of my favorite looks I've done this year. I have so many favorite looks, but this is like another one, you guys. It's really pretty, and I use the multi-chrome of this shade, and I use this shade too. For the shimmers, I use these two. So there's a multi-chrome. Oh, I forgot to use my other finger, but this one's absolutely beautiful. It has like purple, a pink, and a blue. Yeah, that's definitely a multi-chrome. So I love this one so much. And then I use Blue Ice. This one's like, it's just a shimmer, but it has like an icy effect. It's like a baby blue white shimmer. And then I use this shimmer too in my inner corner, the Wonderland. So this is just a shimmer. And then this one's so beautiful too. The Snowflake. It's like a little frosted, like ray tone kind of shimmer. Oh, this one, the Silvery Dream. The one right here. This has like a little, yeah, this looks like a duochrome. It's like a little bit orangey. Like a taupey. Like a taupey. Oh, sorry, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but some of the shimmers, or most of the shimmers for the palette, very beautiful. I just love blues. I love icy colors, and I love that it has a little bit purple. It only has one purple, but the purplish shimmers, like this one has a purple matte, is a purple shimmer, and that's like the most beautiful multi-chrome ever. But yeah, that's the reason why it's good. I'm rating this #1. Like, I absolutely love this color story. I recommend ODEN'S Cosmetics. If you guys haven't tried ODEN'S Cosmetics, I highly recommend them. They're just such an easy formula to work with. But yeah, guys, so I have a bunch of swatches on me. It was kind of fun talking about all these palettes. I really want to do this, you guys. I'm trying to make it a thing to do this every month. I'm really gonna prioritize this video, like, to do every month, because so that way I can update you guys with two. Like if I did additional look, I could update you guys or let you guys know my overall thoughts about the palettes, like if I played around with them again, so that I could share some more information with you guys if I have any more to say. But yeah guys, so yeah, let me know what you guys think about these palettes. Like, do you guys have any of these palettes? Which palettes are you guys interested in picking up? If you guys have any additional questions about the palettes, like any specific palette, then let me know. I'll try my best to answer as best as I can. But yeah guys, so that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.